right, please welcome Karin Hagberg.
Hi guys, how are we? Are we energised?
Yeah.
Because I'm going to talk about how to energise and balance our body and mind and spirit. And I want to start by, I open a new bottle of Transformation, which is one of my favourite oils, and I put a roller bottle on it so we can go around if you want to try it. Do you want to do that? Just pass it around. Yeah, it's a start. I had a huge shock just like die when Kirsten turned up. Kristen. Why did I say Kirsten? That's why I do it. Kristen. It just threw me. Anyway, I set an intention when I was sitting over there before that someone very influential from Young Living will turn up here today. Does anyone else set intentions? And literally, that was fast manifesting, wasn't it? And it's actually not the person that I thought would turn up. You guys that are new to Young Living may not realise, you know, she's the woman of Young Living, and she has come, he's the manager, she's come to visit Melbourne. So it's a big deal. We know that, us that are involved anyway, so that was fantastic to see. So, a little bit about me. When I share, I love getting to know people. I really like to find out why we do certain things and why we don't do certain things. So today, I haven't done much planning of this presentation, so I hope to cover it. I'm going to watch what I'm doing here, because I've got about 40 minutes or so to cover it, and I know I can talk a lot. So I'm going to make it a little bit of my story. Is that okay with you? Because there's been fantastic information here shared by other members here. Audrey with the hormone, and then Catherine for being the psychologist and doing the aroma freedom technique. So you might wonder what I'm about. So let me share you a little bit. I am all about on a mission to make more empowered well-beings in the world, to create more wellness, purpose and abundance. And I do that through intentions, powerful intentions, and inspired action. Okay? So this is me up here. Do you recognise me up the top there? Oh, one there. And then that was yesterday, I was going to say, last year, another photo. So you might hear that I've got a little bit of an accent. Does that come out? Little bit. Yeah? I'll tell you where I'm from soon. But my background's been in the wellness industry for the past 25 years. Really, my whole life has really been about wellness, preventative health. I've got many different hats that I can put on. I run a wellness centre and a shop down in Torquay on the Surf Coast, and I've come over here to join forces with these beautiful other leaders because I want to get Young Living happening more in this area, in Victoria. So it's really a pleasure to be working with other people, and it's all a nice big family and we do things together. So yes, my background is, I call myself holistic practitioner and wellness coach to sum it up. I do a lot of treatments, still remedial therapy, Reiki healings, aroma freedom technique in my coaching. I run retreats and so on. But one thing that I am is that I've become an oil addict, and I mean it. I'm really an oil addict. Is there any other oil addicts out here? You know what I mean.
In a good way.
You know what that's all about. So where's the little clicker? So okay, so you know I've got a bit of an accent. See if I can work this out. Is it the top one? No, the bottom one. I actually rode here. Well, literally not rode here, but I came to Australia rowing. Actually, very long time ago, I rode at the 1990 World Rowing Championships. That was it's like another life. Wow. Yeah, so that's me. And I just cut my hair and I look similar to that. Made me laugh the other day. Or you may not think so. Can you recognise me? Little skinny girl there. But that taught me a lot. That taught me a lot. it taught me that a comfort zone is a wonderful place, but nothing ever grows there.
Yeah.
Would you agree that you've got to leave your comfort zone? You come here today and you may think about starting your young living journey, or you may thinking about growing a little bit more. Well, we've got to leave the comfort zone if that's going to happen. We're not going to get anywhere if we don't. To reach our highest potential. Have you heard of highest potential? There's an oil for that.
It's beautiful too.
It's beautiful oil. It's got the power of blue cypress, other pure oil. It empowers and supports and helps you reach your goals and your dreams. So, when you feel like you can't row with your legs anymore, you start rowing with your heart. And I guess that's what I started doing. I started my journey and found wellness in the fields of young living. And it's been a wonderful journey since. Now, I myself, I'm all about nature. I love nature, and I feel like this. When you look deep into nature, you will you will understand everything better. Albert Einstein said that. Do you feel the same when you're in nature? You feel grounded, you feel peace and serenity. Yeah? Well, my background, actually, in Sweden, I was brought up half on a farm. My grandmother had a farm and my family used to go there, and I used to, at 60 years of age, I was in the tractor driving the farm, doing things on the field, drying the hay by hand. We used to have those long, anyone seen those where you actually lift up and dry the hay? You haven't seen it, it's very old fashioned. I don't know what it's called in English, but you dry there. You don't actually churn with a tractor behind and dry it like that and turn it over. You hang it up, then you got to take it off. So I did a lot of that, and I loved flowers, and I used to pick flowers. I used to do my own lotions and potions, skin. I don't know. I was making everything, and I nearly actually became a florist. Nearly, but it obviously wasn't my path at the time, because I ended up doing a sports education degree instead, and that shifted the focus to the sport a little bit more. But it's always been my passion. What do you reckon looking out over this every morning? Would you love that?
Amazing.
From my bedroom window. Down and past Bell's Beachy. I've moved away from there now, because, it's time to move forward. That's what I was looking out over. So you see, I used to work, I used to rent a cottage here, and I loved it because there were daffodils popping up and it was just beautiful. So how did my journey start? Everyone's journey starts differently. From being a very active sports person all my life, from doing personal training classes, 100 million classes, I've been loading my body and working as a farmer, mind you. I've had 2 ankle reconstructions. Left ankle, I was told I may not be able to walk again. Wow. I'm fine. Well, the journey around, after my second ankle reconstruction, I met an energy healer, and he said, try this. And I was actually using some other oils from another place. And I said, do I have to? But my intuition said, do it. And I always listen to my gut. And I did it. And after about a month, I was like, really? Can this be it? I felt a lot of change. And I started doing my research. When you have those profound changes, I started reading up and I went, oh my goodness, this is powerful stuff. And I had no idea through all these years I was starting to use essential oils when I was 15. It was all about smell. All about smell. I had no idea about the chemistry of the oils and what they actually do. So that's how my journey started with some of these beautiful products here. Have you heard of BLM? Who's heard of BLM? Yeah? Bones, ligaments and muscles. Oh, duh. Sulfur sign. Yeah? Fantastic. So a lot of the time, a lot of people start their journey just with the oils. Some people start with something else. So what happened? I just loved it. And all of a sudden, I was in front of people. Because I love working with groups. I really love getting groups together and getting the dynamics, getting to know people and hear their stories. So that just came natural to me. So, just to let you know, you can restore balance. I don't know where you are now in your wellness and health and fitness, but no matter how much your body is abused, you can restore the balance. And you guys that know about the subconscious part of the mind, the subconscious mind of the mind has a blueprint to health. How's that? How do we tap into that? One of my favourite oils are Northern Lights Black Spruce. Guess why?
No, it's grounding.
It's grounding. But do you know where it takes me?
Home.
It takes me back home. I opened and I went, do you know, I used to work with my dad and my brother in the forest cutting down Northern Lights Black Spruce. When you saw it and you smell it, can you imagine the memories for me? I just get shivers. And it's bathed in the energy of the Aurora Borealis, and it's believed by many cultures to contain spiritual renewal and clarity. It's very grounding. Anything that's big and tall trees are very, very grounding. That's a long time ago. When I did this presentation, I thought, what am I going to talk about? All of a sudden, old photos pop up. I'm about 18 there. Cut my hair the same. Tried to look younger. So, she who lives in harmony with herself lives in harmony with the universe. Would you say if you do something you really love, you feel amazing? Yeah? That's harmony. And Catherine was talking a little bit about vibrations of oils. I work a lot with vibrations, and harmony can really help us restore our energy. Powerful oil. What is important too, the reason why I show you the photo of me that now surf skis, because I find being in nature and ocean is really restoring, and it brings that harmony and balance. I bought a surf ski about 5 years ago, leaving my comfort zone. Has anyone been in a surf ski before? How many seconds were you sitting in it?
Not very many.
Not very many. They're very tippy. Lucky I've done a lot of Pilates, so that helped, and being on the water. And I faced my fear of going out, even Bell's Beach. Oh my goodness, I went out with a guy nearly killed me. He challenged he said, just keep going, just keep going. That's what I did. It wasn't fun falling in though, trying to get up again when you're out there. But it's do something you really love. Find something, be active, do something you really love. This is now my Aussie family, so all my family is in Sweden. This is my Aussie family. I want to show my beautiful daughter that got married a couple of years ago. Her husband, she's getting into the oil side, more the toxic-free living. She's a nutritionist doing a PhD in nutrition. Very much works with me when I do retreats. And I think in the future, she's going to really embrace this. This is my son, Joseph, and they got married. He's the young one, by the way. She's 24, he's 23. And this is my partner from about 3 years ago, Jeff. Real Men Does Oil. I bought that t-shirt for him up at the symposium. And he's pretty proud. He likes his body work. But he's really embraced it. When he went up to the symposium, it really transformed him. And you guys here, he's got a group too. He started for men's using oil. So if any of you guys are interested, I just thought of that now, connect with him, because it's about connecting all of you to share, because you might feel a little bit on the outside, or you guys might have your husbands. Let's get them involved with each other to help us help them help us. Okay, so family is not just important thing. That's everything, isn't it? Family first. And Young Living, I was thinking, because, you know, I haven't got much family around here. Young Living has really become my family as well. And I think everyone says that, don't you? You guys that come, it's like a big family. I'm a great believer that children learn from what you are than what you teach. What are you doing? Not what are you saying, what are you doing? Think about that. Are you a role model, or are you preaching and telling them what to do? What do you think have bigger impact? Demonstrating. So living a healthy life, and it's interesting, you know, this is my son. He loves peppermint oil. He's very skeptic still. I keep on my path. I know they'll see what I do. And eventually they're going to embrace it more and more and more. He fell into rowing too funnily, with me saying nothing about rowing. Nothing. Because if you know rowing, you don't make a great deal of money in rowing. You do it because you're passionate. It costs a lot of money. He was 10, he said in the car, Mum, I think I want to start rowing. And I went, right up the camera. And I said, son, why don't you try tennis or golf? No, I want to do rowing. So he started rowing. He's now a triathlete, and he's, I don't know what I've done to these kids. I did the opposite. Don't do too much. They're doing more. This is my daughter. She's up at the Surf Life Sailing Championships at the moment, doing surf boat rowing there. Don't know how she's gone today. They won the big state championships. But her name is Sarah, and she loves the oil Sarah. Do you know there's an oil called Sarah?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Read up about it. It's beautiful. It's got geranium, ylang, rose, blue tansy, and other oils. Soothing scent. It can be used during difficult emotional times. It's relaxing, balancing, soothing. It can promote positivity and may help release negative emotions. A sense of peace, of freedom to move forward in a positive manner. That's one of her favourite oils. I'm giving you some suggestions of oils that I like. You might want to try them. So, as we were talking about before, smell is amazing. They're one of the only senses that have the ability to bypass the conscious part of the brain. So it's a potent wizard that transports us across thousands of miles and all the years we lived. And I passed around the transformation. Has it gone around yet? Are you smelling it? Transformation, one of my top oils. So if you want to transform, this is a great one. Stimulating, relaxing, uplifting, and supports you during times of transformation. It's quite spicy and citrus, isn't it? Did you like it?
Have you got other oil in there as well, or is that just the oil?
No, that's a blend from Young Living called Transformation. Lovely oil.
I think she's mainly, have you got a carrier oil?
Carrier oil.
No, it's straight.
I was trying to think of the word. And
No mucking around here, straight. Whoops. Okay. Years ago I wrote this book, Balance Your Body, Mind with Pilates and an Active Lifestyle. Now I would call it Balance Your Body, Mind and Spirit with Essential Oils and an Active Lifestyle. Maybe that's coming, I don't know. I have to think about that one, but I'd love to do that. So what I'm here for is to really talk about using essential oils in your movement practice, whatever that is. I'm very much for mindful movement, so you can enhance the potential to achieve. So what can it do? It can really refine focus and clarity. And you know, if you do something like Pilates, you really need to have focus, don't you? You need to focus on what you're doing. It deepens emotional and mental grounded. It makes you grounded. So if you do any exercise where you've got to feel grounded, you know, you want to be strong, that can help. The body and mind connection, I'm all for the body and mind connection. I'm a great believer that it starts in the body. We're going to start. If we start connecting to the body, the mind will also follow. Yeah. Body's the first. If you can't master your body, it's hard to mover. Increased stamina, reduced muscle and joint pain and tension. So how cool is that? Are we going to use essential oils in our movement from now on? Yes?
Yes.
Oh, that's back. All right. So essential oils can help us stay above the wellness line, and so can exercise, healthy food, and rest and play also. So I want to point out, don't forget about that. As you become an oil addict, it can become all about oils. Okay? No, seriously, it's about a balance in all of it. Plato said this: lack of activity destroys the good condition of every human being, while movement and methodical physical exercise save it and preserve it. He was a smart man. So, I want to talk a little bit about, you've heard that, everything is energy. Everything vibrates at certain periodic oscillations, it's called. And we're made out of energy, and we're talking about that before. Catherine was talking about 62 to 68 megahertz or whatever we vibrate at a healthy state. Well, we've got some certain areas in the body that are highly energized areas. We refer it as meridians. Okay? So I'm going to go through just the 7 meridians and the things we can do to balance those. So what it is, it's a lot of nerve crossings in these energy areas, so it's highly energized, and they support certain parts of the body. So if that energy center is not flowing and balanced correctly, it affects the bodies. So do we want to be more balanced? Yeah, we've got to look at this. So the first question I've got for you: do you want to experience stillness, kind of sense of peace, safety, prosperity, good health? Do you feel more grounded and comfortable in your body? Just put yourself in that state where you feel like that. That's a good feeling, isn't it? That's a sense of being grounded, isn't it? So when we talk of the location of the body, it's the base, right at the base of the spine, energy down here, okay? So if we're going to use oils to balance this energy in this part, one that I really like, grounding. Well, that makes sense, doesn't it? But I'm going to give you a couple other ones that I really like for grounding. And all you can do is put it at the base of the spine, the oil, clockwise direction, bottom of the feet, okay? And other oils that I like is these, that is in the premium starter kit. Abundance, Cypress is a good one, yeah? Do you feel grounded? Who feels grounded? I can do a whole talk about each energy center and what would happen if you're unbalanced and if it's overactive or unbalanced. But time's ticking. Okay, so just below the navel, we've got a center that's all about the creative center and the sexual center. So ask yourself this question: do you want to be able to move gracefully? It's like water just moving, really graceful. Have ability to nurture yourself and others. To have ability to change. Enjoy pleasurable experiences. So you might find, when I ask you these, you might find, yeah, maybe I need to balance this out a little bit. So we can use inner child. We can put it on that energy center down here. Yeah? Do you want to be more confident, playful, self-disciplined, and charismatic? Who wants to be that? Anyone? Okay, so we're moving up to the area just above the navel. That's the solar plexus, the power center. Yeah? And transformation, I love for that. So you put it here. And by the way, how I use the oils always is with intent, with an intention. So if you want to clear something, you sit in that space. What else have I got? I've got lemon also for this area. And I've got, see if I can't remember, lemon, purification of course. So there's some oils that I really like for the solar plexus area. Ask yourself, do you want to be able to experience true love, unconditional joy and love, and to be able to forgive yourself and others and stay above the wellness line? That sounds pretty good, doesn't it? Someone got rose. I think you got rose. Did you get rose as a gift? No? You got an oil? I thought it was rose. Ah, it was frankincense.
Grapefruit.
Okay. Joy is a really heart-opening joy. The emotion, joy, is actually very high vibration emotion, higher than love. So if you experience joy, imagine if you go out and do something you really love. That's great. Fantastic. You want to do things you like. What else? Rose, highest vibrational oil, 320 megahertz. Wow. Opens the heart. Hard to be negative around the smell of pure rose. Do you know, after 5 years of young living, I got rose for Christmas.
Oh,
Hi, Jeff. He gave me a rose. Use it very sparingly. It's fantastic. It's a nice one.
What's the double asterisk on the jasmine? What does that mean?
What is it?
It's not a
It's
pure
not pure
oil.
essential oil, it's the,
What's it called?
this is the term for it.
Yeah, absolute. Yeah, absolute something.
Jasmine Absolute.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And Kirst has it right beside you.
Sorry.
It's my favourite.
Moving up to this area, the throat. There's an energy centre here. So ask yourself, do you want to be able to communicate clearly, but also be a good listener? It's not about, and it's about communicating clearly, and as I see it, communicating from your heart as well. Not just deep relief is amazing.
Oh, so good.
And it's a roll-on. It's already made for you, so you carry that with you. I love peppermint too. Wow. Use peppermint for this area as well. It's fantastic. Have I got anything else? Yes, the other things. Yeah, no, that's pretty much it. Then the area here, referred to as the third eye. Ask yourself, do you want to be able to follow your intuition and see things how they really are? What I mean with that is without any kind of perception, limiting beliefs, just really clearly. Frankincense, have you ever tried to do meditation or something with frankincense on the third eye?
Beautiful.
It's great, isn't it? It's fantastic. What else do I use here? I use cedar wood as well. And also, I like geranium here too.
Yeah.
But saying that, these oils work very well with intent. So don't feel like you can't go with something else. The centre up here, the crown. Ask yourself, do you want to be aware? Do you want to be awakened? Do you want to have a broad understanding, have wisdom and mastery? That would be cool, wouldn't it? Do you know there's an oil called Awaken?
Yeah.
How appropriate.
So good.
It's so good. And it's really cool. I didn't realise that it's actually a blend made out of blends. So there's a lot of oils in that. Imagine if you added them all up. I don't know how many there are, but it's a lot there.
Thought only a coffee ratio.
There's a lot in it, but I didn't realise it's a blend.
It's a great oil. Another one of my favourite oils for this crown energy centre is white angelica. And just to let you know, I did one of those. Have you heard of Kilian photography? Yeah. I did an experiment. So I went in, I had photography without the oil, and I said, take my photo, and then I added cedar wood on top. The aura, you know, the energy field just expanded out. It was just light. It was amazing. I can show you that photo.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. It's amazing. Now, so energy moves, okay? If we're going to create more energy, what do we have to do? We've been sitting here all day, I don't like that, but we actually have to move. We have to take action because that way you're going to get more energy. And if you feel like that's hard, use some inspiration. Don't look at my shoulders. I was tiny when I rode, and people say, it's because you rode. I was tiny. I was 30 kilos lighter.
Wow.
These shoulders are probably from massaging and doing Pilates. Just, I don't know. Where do they come from? I don't know. But I was little before. Muscles have grown. So inspiration, I say one of my top oils, but
They all are.
they all are. Not quite, but transformation,
They're all my
inspiration.
favourite.
Inspiration is really, really refreshing. It's really inspiring.
Yeah, don't mind.
And you know what? Inspiration in spirit. Inspiration in spirit. That's when you actually don't. If you are in spirit, like doing, you're on purpose and you're doing what your soul is telling you to do, you're on a good path, aren't you? Otherwise, we need motivation. And there's an oil for that too. That's great. There's a motivation oil, but I prefer this one. So just remember, guys, that balance is a key to everything. What we do, we think, we say, we feel, they all require some awareness, and through this awareness, we can grow. So, just believe. You know, in the aroma freedom technique, who does it? Who loves doing this? And really believe and transform. Do you do that daily? You guys that have done the technique, do you practice it? Start doing it daily.
Why not?
Start doing that technique, it will transform your life. Envision that you can have it all. There's an oil called Envision. Helps you visualize and create the goals. I use that a lot. And the reason why I love it, it's got a bit of rose in it. Yeah? Black spruce, and I love that too. I love geranium, orange, uplifting, sage and lavender. Amazing oil. If you haven't tried Envision, do it. Does anyone want to feel and be lighter here? Who wants to feel and be lighter? Be brave. I do too. Only you can change your life. No one can do it for you. But there are some products. Sleep. Did you know that? Who's used sleep before? Do you know there's a sleep oil?
It's so good. I use it in my water.
Yeah. It curbs your cravings.
It's incredible.
It's a cool
It tastes
oil.
so good.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's an essential oil. It's got a
It's
little
got
bit
like
of...
it's got peppermint and a whole lot of citrusy
Yeah,
ones.
it's very citrusy. You know, grapefruit is another one that's
I only got
good
it last
for...
month.
Yeah,
So
getting...
what's the boxes?
That's the Balance Complete is like just a complete meal with all the vitamins and minerals. So if you're looking for that, some people don't know. Like I've had people on this journey for a long time and they don't even know that there's so much stuff. Ninja Red, if you're not a Ninja, have it daily.
Every day.
I would have half a bottle a day if I could afford
It's good
it.
in smoothie bowls too, Matt.
It's fantastic. And that's a product, I think you women that have partners or whatever, husbands, whatever you have, kids, get them on Ninja. It's got oils in it as well. There's wolfberry, goji berry, plum, aronia, cherry, blueberry, and then essential oils in it. It's pretty cool. It's so high in antioxidants.
And you only need a little bit, right?
Yeah,
It's
a
60
shot.
meals a day. So a
Yeah.
shot. You shot it.
Just a shot.
Can young kids have it?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Make us
And you can make it into like a
My dog.
cordial as well, so you just dilute
And
it.
flavour the milk,
Yeah, that's
so
then water a little
My
bit.
dog gets it.
Yeah. Lucky dog, eh? So it's about taking care of your body inside and out. Health is much more dependent on our habits and nutrition than medicine and essential oils. Essential oils. So let's build wellness. rather than sickness. And would you agree with me that health is the greatest wealth?
Yeah.
Yeah? If we don't invest in it now, we probably have to invest in it later. Yeah. Sing, love sing. I don't know if you've had it yet, but that's my kind of special drink. Now, mindset. I love working with the mind. As a coach, it's all about aroma freedom techniques, about mindset. If you don't rule your mind, it will rule you. Until you cross the bridge of insecurities, you can't begin to explore possibilities. So you've got to believe. And there's an oil called believe. If you feel like
It's an oil called everything.
there's an oil called believe. Have I got a solution for you? There's an oil for everything. No, but it's really cool. Believe is fantastic. We use it in the aroma freedom technique as well. Love it, love it. It's really grounding. It's really quite strong. But we've got to believe. Okay? If you feel like you're sitting here today and you're unsure where you want to go and how you want to do it, whatever, you've got to start believing. If you don't believe it, you'll get nowhere. And then leave your comfort zone. Connect with your inner being. How do we do that? Meditate, spending time in nature, silence. I love silence. That's my space. That's where I feel at home. I don't know about you, some strive being in front of big groups. I need silence. If you want to deepen your spiritual connection or your soul connection, who you really are, sacred frankincense. There's many other oils, but sacred frankincense. You can imagine these trees have grown for about 800 years of age. Amazing. Very grounding. So self-care is not selfish, it is a necessity. And one thing I want to say that I have not spoken about here, and that's breathing. Breathing is a start. If you want to transform your health in any way today, by inhaling deeply oils, breathing deeply with oils, expanding through 360 degrees around your rib cage, you want to be doing that while you're inhaling the oil. That can really transform your life. I do these days where I run days. If you want to immerse yourself and have a little bit of self-care, talk to me about it. Down the coast or whatever. It's all about open for anyone, any team, if you want to come along. And gratitude is important for balance and energy. And I thank you very much for listening to me. Gratitude, there's an oil for that too. If you feel like you need a bit of help, gratitude. And remember, as I said, the greatest wealth is health. If you want to contact me as being part of all of our family, find me on Facebook, ask me, connect, and so on. And I'd love to hear from you all. So thank you very much, guys.